everyone, and welcome back to Weather for Weather Geeks on this Thursday evening. Another muggy summer day with raucous thunderstorms in parts of the valley today. And so let's review what happened today, what's going to happen tomorrow, and take a look at the weekend and beyond. I wanted to start this evening with a picture that was submitted in my Facebook comments from earlier on. Thanks to Chris Spradlin for sending this in. This is from the Brookfield area in Trumbull County, a picture of a low-hanging appendage from a cloud. This may have been a wall cloud with some rotation possible, with a little bit of a lowering of that cloud base. Now, we had no tornadoes across the area today, but we did have a couple of spots where storms were trying to rotate a little bit, and some weak rotation probably led to a brief appearance of a rotating wall cloud here in parts of Trumbull County with our storms earlier on. Here's a look at the rotation tracks with our afternoon storms. We had one area of weak rotation for a while out towards the Newton Falls area. And then, again, we tried to see a little bit of rotation east of Vienna over towards Sharon for a while. Even in northeastern Trumbull and near the Trumbull-Ashtabula line, some very weak rotation was noted for a time with our storms early this afternoon. All right, we did have some minor damage, much like yesterday. We did have some reports that were relayed by the National Weather Service. Newton Falls, tree down on wires there. Up at the Cortland area, large tree limb was down. A little bit out of our viewing area, but out into Portage County around Limaville, trees and wires down. So these winds were estimated by the radar to be 50 to 60 miles per hour in some of the strongest storms. And these packed a whole lot of lightning as they came through. So much like yesterday, very electric storms with the squall line. Yesterday's activity was fairly disorganized, kind of random. This activity today was kind of random for the morning hours, but in the afternoon, a squall line developed along what we call a prefrontal trough of low pressure, kind of a precursor to a cold front, and led to a pretty nice-looking squall line that moved across northern Ohio into northwest PA. As of 7:07 this evening, we have no more thunderstorms on the playing field, but we do have a couple of showers still lurking off to the west, maybe a quick downpour here on the south side of Cleveland and Cuyahoga County. A couple of showers between Columbus and Mansfield as well. For the rest of this evening, I can't rule out a passing shower or two. Don't think it's going to be much rain, and certainly the severe weather threat is over for our area. All right, not hard to find our cold front this evening when you look at the dew points. The cold front is just about through Detroit, not quite. It's come through Chicago, not quite to Indianapolis, though. This is the front that's going to knock down these dew points around here as we head into our Friday and Friday night. In the meantime, what's left of Elsa is in northeastern North Carolina, and we've been seeing tornado watches mornings all day on the east side of this remnant tropical system. So we have tornado watches out from the Outer Banks of North Carolina up through Virginia Beach and Norfolk, and all the way up into parts of the Delmarva Peninsula. All right, back here at home, a couple of showers could be around tonight, especially early on, and with our front slowly pushing through tomorrow morning, I'm not going to be able to rule out a passing shower or a sprinkle as Friday gets underway. This front's not exactly going to rocket through very quickly. It's going to sludge on through, and I think we'll see more clouds than sun through at least early afternoon. So we head deeper into the afternoon towards the evening. I think the sky will brighten, and we've got a good-looking Saturday on the way. Mix of sun and clouds. Probably see a subtle increase in those high and mid-level clouds towards the end of the afternoon into the evening on Saturday. And then on Sunday, here comes the muggy air. It's probably not here first thing in the morning, but higher dew point air lurking to our south is probably going to come north before Sunday is through, so say goodbye to the low dew points. But until then, look at the dew points drop out of the 60s into the 50s. We might even wake up Saturday morning with a couple of spots flirting with a 50-degree dew point. It's going to feel really, really nice outside as the weekend starts. So if you have outdoor plans this weekend, Saturday is the pick day. Sunday's not a washout, but a shower or a thunderstorm could appear at just about any point on Sunday, and by the afternoon, the dew points will probably be back up in the 60s. Meanwhile, in Death Valley, California this weekend, it'll probably be in the upper 120s, maybe even close to 130 in Death Valley this weekend as a stout ridge builds over the Four Corners region in the desert southwest. Will we get any extreme heat around here? Not in this kind of mid-July pattern. As I roll this animation forward, the heat dome is over the southwest through the weekend and into early next week. We've got a little bit of a trough of low pressure across the Midwest by Sunday and into Monday. This might lead to another pretty bumpy, stormy day around here on Monday. But then the pattern, kind of gets stuck again. You got your ridge here. You got an upper low here. You got a ridge off the east coast. and we're kind of in that squeeze play. This will be a moist pattern with the flow from the Gulf of Mexico wide open, and with some instability. Yeah, we're going to see nearly daily showers and storms next week, hit or miss kind of stuff. And the end of this animation, it's the 16th. That's the end of next week, next Friday. And the pattern becomes a little unglued at that point, a little, not a stuck in place, but generally speaking, you still have a ridge centered in the west. You still have a ridge off the coast of the southeast, and generally you still have some troughiness around the Great Lakes. This is not the kind of pattern that's going to produce any sort of mid-90s around here. We've had a few 90-degree days. We've had some close calls. We've had some 89s earlier this week. But I don't see a mid-July pattern. I don't see it very likely at all that in mid-July we reel off a string of 90-degree days, unless we just barely get to 90 or 91. But yeah, mid-90s, any kind of pretty rare heat around here, not looking likely at, climatologically speaking, the hottest part of the year, mid-July. Thanks for watching Weather for Weather Geeks tonight. Have a great rest of your Thursday. I'll see you back here on Friday.